Welcome back to another episode of Strength and Conditioning for eSport athletes. I'm Strength Coach Freeman, certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association, and certified personal trainer at the American College of Sports Medicine. So today we're going to be doing another video on soft tissue work for the hands, self-myofascial trigger point release, right? Different methods of self-massage to get your hands prepared for video gaming or for a strength and conditioning workout. Again, 4 steps. Step number 1, soft tissue work. All right, start off with soft tissue work using your hands or one of the tools. Then move on to your movement preparation, right? Dynamic warm-ups, getting your hands moving, getting the muscles prepared. Third, you want to do your actual training, whether that be playing video games, either in a competition, or just for a training session, or just for fun. And then, or for if you're doing some kind of strength and conditioning. So again, I always recommend after you're gaming, do a little bit of hand strengthening. All right, we'll go through that in the future. And finally, you want to finish with some static stretches. Always, always, always end with some static stretching, right? This will promote flexibility, this will optimize your recovery, and it'll make sure your hands are fresh for your next gaming session. This next tool, I believe I got in Thailand, right? Either Thailand or Korea. As you can see, it's very different than some of the previous tools that we have worked with. It does not have a pointed end. It's a much wider tool. It's got 2 ends. Both of them are pretty wide and rounded. And this can be used on the hands, but also other parts of the body. And it's a good way to kind of hit a much larger surface area of skin at once, which is pretty nice. And the shape allows you to really kind of, the rounded shape, really kind of roll it into the hand, hit it from different angles. So it's really nice to be able to work a larger amount of tissue with a larger tool like this. It really makes things go a lot faster. So the plus side is you can do a lot more in a short amount of time. The downside is you're not going to hit each specific spot as well. A lot of times I recommend when doing soft tissue work, start off with a larger tool like this. So that's going to hit more surface area, find the specific trigger points, right? Then come back with a more narrow tool, a pointer tool, and then really dig into those trigger points more specifically. But that way you're not trying to search for trigger points with a small tool. That can take much longer. So let me zoom in and show you how this can be utilized for the hands. So here's a close-up of this tool. This is a really unique tool. I don't have any other tools quite like this one. It's great because it's got 2 very rounded edges, or sides, and the size of them is really quite large. So really a lot of surface area. It really allows you to work a lot of area at once. So if you don't have a lot of time, you have to get to gaming pretty quickly. Maybe you have a competition, etc. This is great to just pop out, maybe use it for a minute or 2 on each hand. Boom, you're good to go. Another benefit is because it's so quick, you can use it between or during gaming. So you might get a 5-minute break, 10-minute break, different things between rounds. This is a great thing to keep with you, and you can quickly just massage your hands, keep them feeling fresh. In terms of doing certain things to keep your hands going right on the break, doing the dynamic warm-ups, which we'll be talking about in future videos, and doing some soft tissue work would be ideal. You don't want to be doing static stretches in between, because again, static stretches can kind of mess with the proprioceptors in a way that it relaxes the muscle too much and can minimize reactivity. So again, stick with soft tissue work and dynamic warm-ups and movements, both prior to training and in between if you need it. Save that static for the end. All right, so let's get into this. So just like we've covered things previously, you'd use this tool in the same kind of way. You can kind of work it into side of the hand. Although again, the feel is going to be very different because it's much bigger. It's less special, there's less of a point. So you're going to have a much larger area. It's going to be a little more generalized with what you're getting. I'm not going to hit a very specific trigger point. But I think of it kind of like a mortar and pestle, where you just kind of put this in and just kind of massage around. This will be a great tool for other parts of the body as well. Although we're not going to cover that in this video, but in the future we'll talk about how these tools can be used for other parts of the body. So I think this feels pretty great in the palm. It's like a nice circular movement. It's kind of working in. It can kind of be rolled as well, but definitely a pretty cool tool. A little too big, I think, for working on the digits of the finger. You could use it for just the tips. Actually works kind of nicely for the tip. It covers the whole thing. And again, the other end allows you to work in a little more specifically. Again, a little too big for the individual parts of the finger, but pretty good just working on the little tips. Again, you can flip it. It's going to be too big for the back of the hand. The smaller side you can kind of use right in here between the thumb and the forefinger, that section of muscle. But again, this side's going to be a little big for that. But great for just quickly hitting the palm, working into the tissues. I really like the size. And again, we'll do some stuff later showing how you can use this on different parts of the arm and the rest of the body to really get you feeling good and relaxed before a training session. Alright, thanks for watching, and please tune in for future videos.